Are in hurricane season, to put it mildly, and meanwhile we're going to see some nice warmth, but it looks like Anthony's got that monster of a storm over his shoulder right now. Anthony.
Yeah, you know, a tropical depression. Wow. A tropical depression we're dealing with, a 30-mile-per-hour, actually pretty weak tropical depression, but it does have a lot of tropical rains with it. It's not so much the winds that have been a problem, but as you just saw, some pretty substantial flooding in the state of Texas, and that's going to be headed into Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. It does look like you clearly see a circulation just to the south of Houston. But again, sustained winds only around 30 miles per hour, bands of rainfall extending northward into Louisiana and Arkansas. The main crux of this rain is going to start to move into Mississippi, though, overnight tonight and in through the day tomorrow, and then Alabama. Let's go to the precipitation totals off of one of our models, and those purple shades right there indicating about 8 to maybe 10, 12 inches of rainfall. So that can cause some problems. Obviously, not a whole lot of rainfall in West Michigan recently, but we will bring some showers back, it does look like, as we get through this upcoming weekend. More on that in just a bit. 52 degrees will be the overnight low tonight, so not as cool, but you know, these numbers have been dropping about, I would say, maybe 3-4 degrees lower than the models have been projecting the last several nights, and that's due to very calm winds, and we've had this dry atmosphere in place and clear skies for the most part. Now, of course, we have had some smoke passing overhead. We will continue to have that tonight into tomorrow, but thin enough where we're getting radiational cooling and therefore lower 50s. Tomorrow we're going to have sunshine from the start, so we won't have to fight the clouds that we did this past morning. Even a few sprinkles. Did you notice that? The pavement, I noticed, got damp on the north side of Grand Rapids around mid-morning here on Tuesday. That will not be the case tomorrow. Sunshine from open to close, and we'll go a couple degrees higher after a high today of 77. We may get to 79 for tomorrow. This veil of smoke extending from west to east across the lower 48 and aimed right at us at the current time. Looks like it's going to be sticking around the next few days. That was the current chart. This is for tomorrow afternoon, and a pretty similar orientation, actually starting to gain some growth again out in the Central Plains, and that has its eyes set on us for the day Thursday and into Friday. Perhaps some improvement with the smoke as we get through this upcoming weekend. Temperatures ranging from the upper 50s in the Detroit area to the lower 60s locally, though there are some 50s in outlying spots here, and that's because winds are very calm in certain locales, and that allows for temps to drop off. Then if you pick up a breeze, the numbers actually come up. Kind of an odd phenomenon, but that's what's occurring at the present time. Winds around calm in Kalamazoo over towards South Haven and Holland. Just a very, very light breeze at times in Grand Rapids around 5 miles per hour. Future cast temperatures for tomorrow morning around daybreak. Daybreak is 7:30. We drop to 53. I think that's fairly accurate. A lot of locales will be right around 50 to the lower 50s to start the day on Wednesday. Going to that live radar, we don't have anything out there. Any of the green colors you're seeing, that's just ground clutter, so false activity, and nothing will be creeping in here. The surprise sprinkles we got this morning was in association with that band of clouds that I had been talking about last night that was to produce some extra clouds for us today. But those cleared out of here in the afternoon, got into all that sunshine, and the temps jumped up pretty quickly. There's a disturbance over Montana. That's the next one that adds clouds on Thursday. Could do a similar situation late day on Thursday, bring a sprinkle about. This is the European model. Watch it as we go forth overnight tonight into tomorrow. The model at 5 o'clock on Wednesday shows a few clouds. I think that's overdone, but here comes that disturbance from Montana. Looks kind of ominous there, but it's running into high pressure, so most of that moisture is going to fall apart as it approaches on Thursday, late day into the evening. Could we straggle a sprinkle or a stray shower in here later Thursday? It's conceivable, but it won't be much of anything. We wait until Saturday afternoon to bring some showers in. We're actually speeding up the approach of that system, and from what I was telling you the last couple days, but beyond that, it's going much cooler and showery next week. I'll tell you, temperatures could be in the upper 50s for highs by Tuesday, Wednesday.
All right. What to drop down?
Oh, boy,
we'll enjoy the warmth while it lasts. Anthony, thank you. A Michigan Super